What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a mail call box opening, and it is from a great online diecast vendor. It is JCAR Diecast. If you guys haven't used them before, they're really cool. You can get cases, you can get individuals, you can get RLCs, all kinds of good stuff today. Now, typically, I'd have a bunch of Hot Wheels in here, but this is not a Hot Wheel day. This is a little bit of something else that I've been kind of trying to move towards, maybe getting a little bit away from main lines and focusing more on specialty brands and some premiums. But let's take a look and see what we got in here. So I'm going to use my handy dandy cutting tool here, my pocket Ulu from Alaska that my brother sent me, and we'll get this bad boy going and open. And I'm going to cut towards myself because you know what? I can trust myself with the Ulu. And I have my handy dandy helper Cade here today, so he's going to be able to hold the box for me while I'm getting this thing opened up. But yeah, really love the stuff that I get from these guys. It's a family-owned husband and wife business, and I just really like to get some orders into them. And so let's take a look and see what we got in here. So they always pack it really nice for me. We got this stuff. We'll get this out of the way, and everything always comes bubble wrapped. It looks really nice and clean. So we've got it all bundled up in here, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this whole bundle out, move the box out of the way, and we'll take a look and see what we got here in the bundle. All right, really excited about this because some of these are the first time I've gotten any of these brands of cars. Ooh, there's my fat fingers in the way. But let's get this opened up. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this really quick, and then I'll come back. I can't one-hand this like the Mustang Hunter, and I don't want to chop my fingers off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this opened up, and then I'll start showing you the cars. All right, guys, we're back almost instantaneously, and I got the bubble wrap off, and here is the first one up. And this is one that I have not been able to find in the stores. I have been on the lookout for this, and it's simply because I am a huge fan of this movie, and it is the GreenLight Gone in 60 Seconds 1967 Ford Mustang Eleanor. Of course, it's the 67 Shelby GT500, the one that Nicolas Cage drives in Gone in 60 Seconds, his basically nemesis car, but this is done really, really well. The wheels could probably be a little bit bigger, but overall, this is a great looking casting. It's one of the only Eleanor versions that I have in my collection. The other one is a Hot Wheels version that is kind of close to this, but I really love the way they did this. So that's number one. All right, number two. I said there was no Hot Wheels, but there's a Hot Wheel in here. There's always a Hot Wheel in here. And it's this awesome ID right here. You know it's Super JDM Diecast, and we have to go after anything JDM. This is one I do not have in my ID collection, and it is this beautiful Nissan Fairlady. Go ahead and open it up. You can see this. Anything in this gold Spectre Flame is going to look really, really good. I'm probably going to take this out of the box eventually because it needs to come out of the box, but it's really, really sharp. I like how they give you guys your virtual garage information here. You can record the information from your actual car, your piece, through the chip in the bottom, and it's kind of a unique thing that they do with these cars to make them identifiable by the car itself. So I'm really glad I got that one. All right, next up. All right, so here's one of the first specialty cars, and it is from a company called Sparky. And they are starting to produce, or have been producing, cars for a couple of years now. But man, look at the detail on this baby right here. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. I love the setup on this. It is beautiful. It is not a JDM, but it is a beautiful McLaren 720S, and it is just set up absolutely beautifully. The detail in this is not something that you would be able to get on a Hot Wheel, even a premium, and that's why some of these have a little bit higher price point than others. But I think it's totally worth it, especially if you want this kind of detail on your cars. You're gonna have to pay a little bit more for them, but in the end, you're getting a lot better product, and you can just tell that there was a lot of effort going into the design of these cars. The stance is great, the tempos are great, the livery on here is awesome, so glad I went that direction. All right, now this is one that I've been eyeballing at shows and things, and I've really wanted to pick this brand up for a while, and it is a Mini GT. I'll let you guys try to guess really quick what you think this might be. If you said JDM, you're correct. There it is, guys. It is the LB Silhouette, so Liberty Walk GT Nissan 35 GT RR version. And this thing is absolutely fantastic. Now, I do have the Hot Wheels version of the Liberty Walk that came out in 2021. It is not even close to the detail that you will find on these Mini GTs. These things are absolutely perfect. They have headlight details, tail light details, beautiful wing details. Everything on them is done correctly. It's got really, really nice headlight, lensed headlights, as David over at Twice Diecast would say, lensed. And they're limited in production to 3,600, so they're going to be able to put a lot more into these. But again, your price point's going to be higher just because you're getting a car that is not a production 100, 200, 300,000 cast production like they do over at Mattel out there in Malaysia. These are coming in a lot smaller batches, so they're putting a lot more into them. All right, so I felt like that guy was going to be lonely by himself. So what I did is I went ahead and I picked up the black one also. And I did that because I couldn't decide between the two, and they had different setups on them as far as livery. One had the Liberty Walk livery on it. The other one was set up just like this in the Silhouette body style, a little bit wider, and had the Nissan livery on the side with Advan. And so it was a no-brainer. Now, this is not a chase piece. The chase piece would have come in a different color with different wheels, and that's how Mini GT does it. They're limited to 3,600, and then I believe limited to 250 or 500 for their chase pieces, which really, really tough to find because Mini GT retailers are typically going to be hobby shops or online stores, and the chase pieces will be the first ones to go. But I don't really care. This is absolutely awesome. So this is the second Mini GT in my collection. All right, let's not stop there. There's the fancy GTRs, but I wanted to pick up something that was a little more standard GTR, so I went ahead and grabbed this one right here. And it is this beautiful Nissan Skyline GTR. This is an R32. Beautiful setup. It's in a nice metallic burgundy color. It's got the simulated carbon fiber hood, those nice silver laced wheels like you would see in the 90s. This is probably a 91 or 92. And it's just nice and clean. This is like, hey, I'm a tuner, I'm living somewhere in Yokohama and cruising around in my GTR. As you can see inside of there, it is right side drive. This was not available in the United States, so anytime you see an R32, you know it's going to be a right side drive because that's Japanese. But even on these, you get some really, really good details. Now, this is their more basic line. It is limited in production to 3,000, but it doesn't have all of the details that you see on the other ones. So if I go side by side and you take a look at how this one's set up with all of its tampos and all of the front end details and the wing and everything like that, this one has a cast in wing. It does have the headlights and the headlight lenses on the front. And on the rear, there is no tail light detail. It is basically just the molded in spots here. But that's okay because it's still a really nice ride. I don't have a lot of R32s, and so it's going to be great for the collection. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to go with one more JDM Liberty Walk car for the collection, and it is this LB Works Toyota GR Supra. Now, I know some of you guys are not a fan of the GR Supra. The Mark V is not in everybody's wheelhouse. I absolutely love them. I love that Toyota was able to bring the Supra back, even though it's got a BMW M4 engine in it. Word on the street is eventually Toyota is going to create their own inline six for future iterations of the Supra, and it's going to be a screamer. So take a look. They're going to be bringing out the GR 86 this year, and it's going to be in a wide body stance as well. And it's going to have a turbo on it. So probably a lot of people are going to be clamoring to get that new GR AE86, which is you know, an homage to the original AE86. But I really love the Supra. I love the stance of it. I love the way it sits. It definitely is not like any other car you see on the road, and it's you know, it's Toyota trying to give back and get people back into the sports enthusiast cars that they were, you know, really well known for with the early Celicas and Supras. So, but this one is awesome. It's set up in a really nice livery. It's got the nice Nissan livery up here on the hood. It's got the traditional Nissan colors that you would see, the red, white, and blue. It's got the Autocross Racing 86 on the side and some other advertisers on here. And again, you've got that awesome Nissan badging here back on the rear wing. But this thing is done up absolutely beautifully. It's got those rear tail lights on there. Again, the lensed headlights. And just simply awesome. But yeah, guys, that's it. That was my unboxing for today. I just wanted to go through it with you on this rainy Monday here in California. I'm trying to get some more hunts lined up, but it is pretty busy right now with school and things like that for me. But I'll be getting out there again and trying to find some things. Of course, it's always great having my helper in here. He's always in here to do a great job, and he's going to say his parting shot. But once again, guys, welcome to Super JDM. And if you're new to the channel, hey, just want to announce again that upcoming, we're going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. So right now, we just hit 300 subscribers. Thanks to everybody that's been subscribing and supporting the channel. I do really appreciate each and every one of you. I try to keep the content varied and coming, you know, as often as I can, and try to keep it fresh. But keep an eye out. We'll start giving some updates as we get closer to 500 on that giveaway, on how you can get enrolled in the giveaway. And I'm just letting you guys know right now it's going to be completely awesome. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, this is it for Super JDM Diecast. We're going to wrap this up, and Cade's going to say his deuces.
Bye.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. I'm out.